What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another 3D Hangouts. You got me, Noah Ruiz, designer here at Adafruit. Joining me every week is brother Pedro.
Good morning, everybody. Pedro, Creative Tech here at Adafruit. And every week we're here to share 3D printed projects featuring electronics from Adafruit.
That's right. This is a show where we combine 3D printing and DIY electronics to make inspirational projects. Hello, everybody. We're back this week. I'm like 90% there. I was sick last week. I got the bug. A couple of weeks ago, Pedro was sick. He got the bug, but he's good. And I still have some blockage in my ear, but I'll get through it. It is episode 470, and it is February 12th, 2025. We are back this week. Like I said, we got a holiday special coupon that we'll talk about. We have a new Learn guide that we're going to talk about from last week. We're prototyping so many things. Cases, new 3D models and GitHubs, all that and more on 3D Hangouts.
Woo-woo.
30 more episodes, and we'll be at episode 500.
Oh, wow.
Did I say 500? Yes, 500.
I did not. It didn't even occur to me.
Yeah, I should ask ChatGPT, like, when is, what date is it? Well, how would I phrase this prompt? When is 30 weeks from now or something like that? I don't.
When is 30 weeks from now?
Yes.
30 weeks from now will be Wednesday, September 10th.
September 10th.
September 10th. Let me make a note of that.
And that's if we don't get sick again.
Right.
Or have vacations or other unplanned stuff.
I'm going to make it to do.
I can't even work on Monday because there's no school for the kids on Monday.
I'm going to make it to do so that our onboard artist, Bruce, can make us a fancy 500 thing. You could just use the 400 and make the 4 a 5, and that'll be fine.
What the heck? Oh, it's President's Day. That's why.
Yeah. It's this month.
17. Like, why
All right. Hello, everybody in the Discord chat room. We got Duester and Squid.jpg hanging out live. You can join us too by going to discord.gg/Adafruit, Adafruit.
I'm out of coffee, man.
We're doing the show. We can't just. I've been actually thinking this is
collaborating too much.
I want to get me like the bigger 32-ounce coffee press because right now I have this dinky 18.
Oh yeah.
I want to just get the big one, and just I've only had this one for like a couple months, and I'm already want a bigger one. So need more coffee. Sorry, everybody, we're ranting.
Roasters in the Discord chat. Yeah, what do we get? I forget the name. Roasters? No.
Nitro Boost?
No. The coffee beans we get.
I use Roasters coffee, but I also like
rootless coffee.
What did I say? Yeah,
Roasters. Yeah,
it's probably
we're also on the one. That's pretty good.
Yeah, we're also on the Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, Twitch, and X. We're hanging out there. Nikita says hi, hello. So we're hanging out there. We'll come back into the Discord when we see some stuff, but let me go through the stuff this week. Until next Friday, we have a 15% off coupon code ADAHEART. We'll get you 15% off. It says here in stock items in our Valentine's Day gift guide, use code ADAHEART. From the 21st through, the January 21st through February 17. So you got time to get 15% off. Normally I would have a coupon code that's 10% off, but for special holidays, we can go up even higher. So be sure to use that code.
A little secret posting in the chat. If you subscribe to the newsletter, the weekly one for, I think it's the newsletter, company-wide news one on new products and all that, there's usually a coupon code in there for about 15% as well. So make sure you subscribe and you'll know what the coupon code is for that week.
Yeah. Very good. That's a great tip. I did not know that one.
adafruitdaily.com.
adafruitdaily.com. Check it out. Subscribe. And thank you to all the folks who have subscribed. All right. I'm just checking up with the thing. Very good. It looks like everything's checked out. Let's go ahead and check out adafruit.com/free. What do we got here? We have 3 items that are going to get automatically added to your cart if you spend a certain amount of money. Starting with orders of $99 or more, you get a free PCB coaster with a golden Adafruit logo. If your order is $149 or more, you get the KB2040. That's a lovely dev board. I actually used it in my turntable not too long ago. And if your order is $199 or more, you'll get the KB2040, the PCB coaster, and this black square. No, just kidding. Free UPS ground shipping. These get automatically added to your order. And on top of that, please use our coupon code AdaHeart for 15% off. This is good until Friday, I believe. Or a little bit after Friday. I think like Monday. It said the 17th. So cool. Yeah, we're working on so many things. Pedro, you got so many parts printed. Mickey gloves, hats, fans, feather cases. I don't even know where to start. I'm like,
I know I have a whole desk full of some of your parts here.
Yeah.
We've been doing a bunch of cases. You updated the fan parts.
Yeah, I guess.
A little coat rack stuff going. But yeah, let's talk about last week.
Yeah, thank you.
Last week we released the Toddler timer. Lamar saw this on Hackaday. It was a really cool project on for kids to visualize time with a little countdown timer. So Liz had some really cool code. And looks like this, like my display is dead. Let me try restarting CircuitPython here.
No problem.
So yeah, you just so we use the Rotary to pick how long you want your time. And we have on here 6, 10, 15, 20, and 30. And each one is visualized by the hearts. So just count by 5. Starting off with the 6. So the kid can count down. If you set it 6 minutes, each minute will be the little Adafruit star. So we'll just go ahead and hit 6 on that. And they will all do a little rainbow cycle animation. And as the countdown goes, one of the stars will dim down to show you how much time is left. And this is great for when the kid is trying to visualize how much time is left to, for in our case, like, is the print almost done or is dinner almost done? You can sit there and visualize how much time is left. And I think the main thing that Lamar wanted to show off with this project was the STEMMA connectors. So if we pop open the print and place little snaps, you can see how everything is mounted. Everything is chainable through these STEMMA connectors. The OLED is plugged into the Rotary, and the Rotary is plugged into the Py RP2040. And then we have a little LED strip on here that does a little countdown. As you can see here, as each minute goes down, you can see that the LED dims. And Liz has it scaling, so depending on what time you choose, it'll scale to that time for the dimming. And
I think the pixels are scalable too, right? You can tell it if you want like more pixels. You can create a custom version easily by like just saying how many pixels you want, or how many time increments you want. You can completely change that in the CircuitPython code. It's really easy to change it. It's all commented, and
yeah, same thing with the code as well. You just tell it how many. I'm sorry, it's the case. So it's just a pattern. So you can just adjust how many instances of the shape you want. Of course, you'll have to use a different shape for them to fit, or scale the shape. Get like a higher density NeoPixel strip, and everything just mounts with these little clips on the inside. Oh, the camera focus.
There it is.
On that.
Yep.
And we'll just take a look at the Learn Guide to see how everything is mounted and assembled. Those little snap together fits that attach everything together. And then we also have these screws too. So if you want your kid getting into it, you can
yes, very smart.
seal it shut. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump into the guide for this. Let's see, what is my learn guide? All right. A little breakdown of what we just talked about with all of the parts you're going to need. Just a couple of parts, and it looks like everything is in stock. I definitely recommend getting the fully assembled CircuitPy Rotary encoder since it comes with the Rotary already soldered on.
Mm-hmm.
And then a bunch of the STEMMA QTs, just a 50 millimeter long and a 100 millimeter long, so it has the reach inside the case. And then your socket and your plug connectors for the JST make it easier to plug and unplug the NeoPixel strip. Jumping over to the circuit diagram, just a nice little link to all of the fritzing parts if you want to create your own. And of course, the connections is super simple. Just connecting into the port of the CircuitPy. Rotary goes into that, and the OLED plugs into that as a chain. CircuitPython code by Liz. This is just how to set up CircuitPython on your board, and then the actual code as a bundle fly. So you download this, and it'll have all the libraries required to get you up and going. Like you were saying before, all of the code is editable. So if you want to increase your NeoPixels or even like the color or the animation that it is doing for the countdown, you can fully edit that as well. Everything is listed here.
Yep. You can also add custom fonts. I always forget we have custom fonts you can build. Yeah.
Yep, we're just using the Arial one. It's included in this, but you can pick a different one.
Yep.
And then the just showing you what the CircuitPython drive looks like with all your libraries installed.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, 3D printing. This is a dual extrusion print, but I do offer the STLs, the Fusion 360 file, as well as the 3MF. So that'll be set up for you inside of Bamboo. So
yeah.
you have to figure any of that stuff out. It'll all be colored for you. You just got to change what color is in what AMS.
Yep.
Let's see. Jump over to assembly. Super simple. The only soldering is really getting the plug for the NeoPixel strip, and then the strip itself. Rotary encoder, like you were saying, I recommend getting the already assembled one. Let's see, that mounts onto the case. Now I have these standoffs here just to stabilize, because the one I got has like a little protrusion on there that makes it not even when you mount it. So that's what these little standoffs are doing. If you want, you can add the screws onto there, but it's pretty much just to level it out. Have you noticed a little protrusion that's on the rotary encoder for this?
Yep.
It makes it like uneven. So
yeah,
I added those little standoffs on there, level it out. The CircuitPy is mounted to a little holder and then is fastened onto the main case with some M2.5 screws. The LED strip will solder to the back pads of the strip so that it can mount into the little clips like that. And then the OLED display is mounted. Just take note of the orientation from it. The cutout is specific to the way that it is rotated on the display, or on the case, the little cutout for the case. We were saying before, the snap fit parts will secure it together, or you can use the screws as well to seal it. And then we're just using the right angle USB cable to have the cable come out the back of the case. That's pretty much it. Super simple.
Very cool.
Hopefully, that's pretty much it. It's kind of power
right.
through it, but it is pretty simple.
Yeah, yeah.
It's adding all the components.
Yeah, it's a good, light up timer based project. Love an OLED and a rotary encoder. Great mix of parts. We got a couple of comments checking in on Discord. Let's see. Black Rifle Coffee. I've been willing to try that stuff out. Black Rifle Coffee is some really good coffee from Duester's suggestion. Okay. Ooh, this would make a nice Potomoto ring. Pomodoro.
Mm.
Right? I think that's the timer.
Ah.
Stuff, like the cool. And then we got a good question from Nikita. Where can we learn CircuitPython? Is there a course? Yeah, I recommended the JP's CircuitPython parsecs. We have a
Yes.
playlist on YouTube. You could just watch all of those. And of course, we have learn guides that introduce you to CircuitPython. So you can check out the Welcome to CircuitPython, or I think it's Introduction to CircuitPython on the Adafruit Learn Guide. And then Nikita's also asking, can we use AI / ML in CircuitPython, like glowing stars with a smile? Yeah, I think you could use ChatGPT to like help you code CircuitPython projects. A couple people on the Adafruit dev team use ChatGPT and now Claude to help them write drivers, libraries, and sometimes project code. So there's a lot of options out there. And shout out to John Gallagher, who has a CircuitPython course. He's a professor at Boston College, but he also publishes videos of his courses. So look for John Gallagher on YouTube, and you can see his videos on like how he walks through certain projects. He tends to do a lot of Bluetooth projects using Circuit Playground Express, Bluetooth Express, BLE, Bluefruit. Yeah, all good stuff. There are lots of sources out there. Yeah, good stuff. Thank you, Pedro. You got links there to the Learn Guide, and yeah. All right. So that's Pedro's Learn Guide. It's published. I guess we could talk about prototypes. What do we got for prototyping? We'll start off with a new 3D printed enclosure snap fit case. This is a snap fit case in the style of the Cutie Pie snap fit case that we have in the Adafruit shop. One of our colleagues, our team member who's on the IO team, Brent Rubel, had this great idea. Hey, Nat, why not make the Cutie Pie snap fit case for the Feather? So I went ahead and made a Feather version. This is a Feather RP2040 prop maker, and it's inside there. It's a 3-piece case. You got a bottom cover, you have the frame, and then you have a top cover with these M3 sized slots that allow you to attach components. So here I have the 1.3 inch OLED display, and it's connected with the STEMMA QT. So I made sure that the slots have enough clearance for the STEMMA QT cables. Let's go ahead and plug it in. USB-C here for this Feather, and it's going to fit ESP feathers, Feather RP2040s, Feather RP2350s. Just about all the feathers that have the standard feather size will fit. Right here is just some CircuitPython demo code displaying a bitmap of the Adafruit logo. You got these two mounting tabs here, so you can mount it to a surface. And then we have some more slots at the bottom here that allow you to have external wires, and then 3 additional slots here so that you can mount something inside there. It does have room. It's about 20, I think, millimeters thick, so you can have a 2200 LiPo battery. And let's see if I can get this open. I'm starting to add like these chamfered edges here. I don't have it on this model, but on V2 I do. And that way you can kind of get this open a little bit better here. So here you can see on the inside. Let me unplug. This is what I love about STEMMA QT. I just need to disconnect it. There we go. So you can see here I have the similar corner snaps for the Feather, which I haven't really done yet. So this piece comes off. That's the frame. And now you have the cover here. And you have some clearance down there for the headers. You can see there, those are the header pins on the back of the screw block terminal. And no need for screws because those corner clips are designed to kind of latch onto that. So the way to take it out is you kind of, this little slot here allows the ability to kind of bend this a bit. And then you can kind of get that out there like that. And there are the corner bits. And these are pretty strong too. So you'll be able to pop it in and out dozens, if not hundreds of times. And this slot here really allows you to do that. So this worked out really well for the Cutie Pie because the Cutie Pie does not have mounting holes. And putting it back is pretty similar. You just kind of press it in, and look at that, just already snap fits in there. It's very tight. Tolerances are excellent. This is going to work out great for SLA print. And of course, we'll have the STL 3MF files and step file for folks that want to just 3D print it on their printer. So the snap fits in like that. You have USB port, nice thick chunky one. And then you can add these M25 nylon standoffs and screws to fix a sensor. In Brent's case, he really wants to have like something that has a screen and like an SCD40 or whatever temperature sensor. And then it's symmetrical, so you can add this however you want. It doesn't matter, it's symmetrical. So you have that cover right there. So yeah, it's just meant for like IoT projects, quick prototyping projects to kind of have your feather and a component like a screen or a sensor. And like I said, you have enough clearance for a battery. I don't have a battery near me, but it should be able to fit. Actually, I think I do. Let's see. Here we go. So you have plenty of room here for the battery to fit in there. This is a 1200. I think the 2200 is double, and there's still room in there. And then, of course, you can add, you can click it in there to have it battery powered. And then I guess you could add an external switch somehow. That'd be kind of neat. I don't have a switch holder for it, but that's something that you kind of have to have trade-offs. Like, do I make this for a specific switch or not? And I chose not to because the QT one doesn't. And I think that'll work just fine. Having it plugged into the wall is probably an ideal situation here. The screen isn't turning on because I didn't plug in the STEMMA QT, but it's a good little demo there, I think.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Yeah, we'll have this in the store in the coming weeks. I actually got to put an order in from JLC and see how. I'm pretty sure we're pretty confident at this point that we're gonna nail
the tolerances are. Yeah, we figured them out.
Yeah, we did. So that's in the works. The other thing is we got a bunch of fans in the Adafruit shop, all sorts of sizes. We were tasked with making remaking our mini USB fume extractor, but these fans have different airflow. Like the RPMs aren't like super fast, so it's not good at least this small one here. So the idea is that these fans now come with USB cables pre-soldered onto them, so it's as easy as just plugging it into a USB power supply. These are 5-volt DC fans, but like I said, the airflow isn't super great for fume extraction, at least with this small one. This is a 50,
small one, yeah.
This is a 5-centimeter fan, and I did make the case, snap fit case. There's room in here for a carbon filter, so it can absorb all the fumes from solder. But we tested out the big one. So this is the biggest one we have in the shop now, 5 volts. Has the USB cable built in. So this one actually does work pretty well. You get about, what is it, 3 inches of distance?
2.5 inches with this one powered in by, I think, I want to say it's like 2.1 amps. I'm just using like an outlet that has the USB built into it, so not a USB battery.
Right, but I do have a battery just to like test it. So I'll plug it in. So this is just a regular 2200 battery, USB battery, and there it goes. Very silent. You can see it spinning. It's a 3-piece case. You got like the stand, front and the back, and then there's like a cavity on this side for a carbon filter. It is 9 centimeters, so the carbon filters we stock in the Adafruit shop are a little bit bigger, but you can easily cut them with an X-Acto knife, hobby knife, and then fit it inside the cavity, and it'll stay in place there. This is still prototype. I have another version where I have like this completely open because it doesn't make sense to have a guard here when you have the fume carbon filter. So I think that the plan is to have this as a resin print, so that folks can just buy the part as a kit. So it'll have the carbon filter and you just plug it in and it'll be an affordable DIY solution for a fume extractor. We have plenty of fume extractor projects that we've done. But with these fans now, it's a lot easier because they just plug into USB. And I think that's pretty much the gist there.
Good idea. Yanni in the Discord is saying magnetic connector, so you can, I guess, like magnetically connect it to like either your desk or like
Yeah.
somewhere.
Yeah. Normally what I would do is like put like a screw, a 1/4-20 tripod screw, so I could mount it to like GoPro things or magic arms, that sort of thing. But yeah, magnets are a good idea too. Maybe we'll make it so that we have like a set of these, because these actually come off these little bits here. I made this like kind of nub here, and then there's like an indent that matches the nub, so that you can just kind of click it in and it locks in like that. And we'll have like maybe different versions of this stand here. Maybe one that articulates too could be kind of nice. So that's the idea. Yeah, I'm gonna print an update here for this, but yeah, that's what we're working on. Got these fans, all sorts of sizes. I'm not gonna make a case for every size. I think doing this one let me know that the smaller ones aren't that great for fume extraction. Fume extraction is one of those things where you really want a powerful fan, and the bigger the fan, the better. We used to stock a 12-volt DC fan, but the factory, I think, stopped making them, or they went out of business, and we haven't been able to find a good 12-volt fan. So Lamar did find these inexpensive fans. It's not 12 volts, it's 5 volts, but that's what we got. And it's what, $4 or something?
Yeah, it's about $5.
Yeah,
and
so it's
pretty good cost. Yeah, some of the extractors, the standalone ones, are like almost $100 or $80. So
yeah, like Haku one is like $80. You can find a $50 fume extractor on Amazon for $50.
Yeah, but $5 for print your own case is a pretty good deal.
It's a pretty good deal, right?
Good distance. When we were testing it out with the solder suction on it, it does a good job. I mean, that's how close I am anyways when I'm soldering.
Yeah, you want to be kind of close to it. But let me see if I can quickly see all the fans.
Got quite a couple of them. It's like 4 centimeters, 5 centimeters.
I mean, so many. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. We got every size, which is wild. They do come with grills and hardware, but making a snap fit case, you really don't need them, but it's nice to have them.
Yeah, I mean, they're good for mounting. One of the other things too was for cosplay. So if you want to move around any like vapor or smoke that goes along with the prop,
or cool yourself down.
Want to make, like for a helmet or a mask, if you want to get some airflow going through your costume, it's pretty good.
Or make like one of those fake fire things, like a torch. Yeah, with some streamers or something. So you got the small one, right? The very small one.
No, I got the 5.
Oh, you got the 5. Good. Yeah, I didn't. This is so tiny.
Yeah, it's so tiny.
We have fans that small that's dedicated for like this one, the Raspberry Pi.
Oh yeah. That one has some nice suction to it though.
It's about the same, yeah. There's a lot of when I did the fume extractor.
Depends on what you're using to power it.
Yeah, there are some high airflow, high RPM fans that you can get. I got this one from DigiKey. Let me see, fume extractor. This is the one that we used to stock, the 12-volt fan, which is pretty good, but again, we can't get those anymore. There's this fan from DigiKey that is rated. Yeah, it's rated. It's like one of the fastest fans, but it's pricey. What is it? It's $10. It's double the price, but you get double the airflow in this tiny little package. Look at that, 1.4 volts, 6,100 RPM, but you pay for that, and that's kind of the price you pay. So, and it doesn't come with a USB cable. You have to kind of solder one. And that's the whole point about this project, is you have to kind of solder it together. But if you want to make your own weird, I don't know why I put Google eyes on it. I thought that was cute. You don't have to print it like that. It's all pieces, but that's the idea. Simple mini fume extractor. And we have the fans, all the fans. And
I would say maybe too many fans.
We got too many fans. Yeah.
But again, to fit inside your cosplay or your helmet, one of those sizes might work out.
Yeah, for sure. So those are the things we're prototyping. Real quick, Sparkle Motion.
Yeah.
We have cases for Sparkle Motion in the works. These are on order on JLC. We're going to want to stock these cases. So we have the big full size. Wait, this is the feather 23.
Oh, I got them right here too. The mini and the regular size one.
Oh, I'm actually using it here on these lights here. I'm actually using the Sparkle Motion. So I have a case for that. And then this is Sparkle Motion Mini. I have a JST cable here. And you have them too. You have reset and boot buttons. You have the, I think it's an I2S amplifier. So I've been playing around with the custom build. It's not a custom build, like the build that has audio input, audio reactive effects with WLED is super cool. I can actually turn that on and play with it. But yeah, you show off that, Pedro, while I get my effects for audio playing. Here it is. Under search, you can click volume. And then I think it's, what is it, pixel wave or gravity meter? Is that the effect? Hello. Hello. Default. Testing. Yeah. Hello. Yeah, that's a good one. Let's see. Yeah. So here's hello. Testing. This is my voice. Maybe it's not the best effect, but there's some really cool audio reactive effects built in to WLED. I need a good one. Maybe noise fire. Yeah. Hello. Testing. Yeah. Maybe it's not coming up so great on the camera, but there's also IR receiver and transmitting, I think, on the Sparkle Motion. So yeah, I have to like make a case that accommodates for all those sensors, buttons, the jacks, and then of course the screw block terminals would make it easy to connect, which I'm a big fan of Sparkle Motion. So we got those two, Sparkle Motion, full and mini. I'm really digging the full, and we're working on getting more, like building more. There's the PCB antenna is the one I like, and you can power all sorts of fun pixels. My voice is making these lights go thanks to Sparkle Motion and the built-in amp. And we got a learn guide, so it walks you through all the fun stuff. It's not showing up for some reason here, but we have a learn guide that walks you through all the different things you could do, some CircuitPython demos as well, using IR remotes, which is really cool. So that is a Sparkle Motion case that we're working on.
Oops, I was talking. I think.
Were you talking? I was wondering why you were so quiet. So
I was saying, yes, the guide goes over how to pick the pins for your mic or the IR, so you can set all that up properly, have that working, as well as some of the drivers you'll need to have that going.
Yep.
And then Squid, not JPEG, saying that he wishes this board came out 2 years ago.
Yeah, me too. Better late than never.
Yeah, I'll have to redo some of the WLED projects like the Epcot ball.
Oh yeah. Well, the thing with some of those is like you could just kind of throw it in because there's so much room in the case.
Oh, that's true.
And just like design a bottom. So that's great. And then I used to use for powering these strips here, this long strip here that goes under my counter. I used to have this CircuitPython ESP and a NeoPixel BFF using Liz's BFF Squad, which is an unreleased PCB, but you can get access to it if you want to make your own. It allows you to have, up to 4 CircuitPy or up to 3 CircuitPy BFFs and a CircuitPy. Yeah, so this is what I used to use. Now I have the Sparkle Motion board, which supports way more NeoPixels, and it has the onboard audio mic, IR remote support, and screw block terminal, so it's easy to connect things.
Beautiful.
And of course a jack, so I can power 12-volt NeoPixels if I want. It's just all around great WLED board. It's like the best WLED board on the market, in my opinion.
And then WLED on itself is so freaking awesome. The setup is so easy. I like how just turn on in my case, just that top ball, and it immediately connects to it. The web page. I just keep that open in my tabs, and it immediately connects to it.
Right. Yeah, it's pretty great. And it has an iOS app too, I think.
Oh, I did not know.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
What? It's in the App Store?
Pretty cool. Is it on the App Store? Or is it just? I think so. I haven't used it yet, so yeah, I'll have to play with it. There's still so much stuff to do with it. I think in the coming weeks, me and Pedro are going to make like this is Sparkle Motion, and have like a whole rundown of all the features of the board, a little bit of demos with WLED, and our cases hopefully will be available so folks can have a secure way to mount their board.
Awesome. Aaron Squid.jpg is saying that yes, there is a native WLED app on the App Store.
There you go. Yeah, I need to download it, try it out. I just go to the Safari or Chrome and just
echoing what he said that the web interface is so good. Doesn't really think
like
it's
what
necessary, but hey, I mean, it's just a web UI view. I'm guessing for the app.
It'd be cool if it had like HomeKit, because I tend to use HomeKit a lot now these days. With the AirPod, with the HomePod. I got a little story about the HomePod. We had an air fryer, and like we set off the smoke alarm. And then our HomePod sent me an Apple Watch notification saying like, "Hey, I can detect the decibels frequency of a fire. Just let you know." So if we weren't home, there's no way to know other than like the HomePod sending it to our iDevices. That's kind of cool. I didn't even know that feature existed.
I was gonna say my HomePod just sits here.
Yeah,
I don't even use it for speakers or anything.
Right. Like
you have
it's like having a built-in smoke alarm detector that's IoT without having a smoke detector that's IoT, which is kind of neat.
That's cool.
The HomePod just does it. It's kind of neat. Anyway, random thought.
No, that's great.
But that's the
I
show.
didn't know I did that.
Yeah, isn't that cool? It's pretty cool.
I hope it alerts me whenever it goes off.
Yeah.
The biggest concern here is the water. So we have a bunch of like every toilet, every sink has the little water detector.
Very good. Definitely good to have, especially with multiple bathrooms.
Yeah.
Let's see. We got a tiny case mount for the Cutie Pie and the NeoPixel BFF. Very cool. Let's go down to your bag. Uses MQTT with most of the WLED devices. Very nice. It's a good way to use it. Control most of them with the Matrix keypad remotes. That's super cool. Home Assistant now has voice products. Very good. Yeah, lots of fun stuff.
On LinkedIn by Mahid and Butterscotch. Good.
All right. So that's prototype. Next up, shop talk real quick.
Yes.
Sparkle Motion PCB 3D model of the Sparkle Motion is available to download. We got it here on GitHub. Pedro can add a link to it, or I'll add a link. Here's what the STL looks like. It has all the onboard components, JST cables, ports, screw block terminal. Why isn't this loading? Click. Oh, it's because I'm under the commit. By the way, I got for Fusion 360, they have a dark mode that's coming, and I was able to turn on the beta preview or whatever for Fusion, and I'm really digging dark mode. Let's type in Sparkle.
Did they fix the circuit on it?
Yeah, the bugs persist. Here's the STL of the Sparkle Motion. They just have GitHub has a nice viewer for STLs, but you can see the IR Receivers on there, the big
Nice.
switch for the USB PD. The screw block terminals are chunky but very friendly, and all the little components and bobs. There's the 2.1 millimeter DC jack for high voltage pixels. Good stuff. And then of course the mini is right here. I think the only thing it doesn't have is the IR LED and the screw block terminals. And yeah, it's got a lot of components on the bottom because mini. It is mini. So
Should be for like wearables. I think the dress uses that one that Aaron made.
Yeah, skirt and stuff. Yeah, and you just use a battery bank, like a 5-volt USB battery bank. Yep. So I think it's smart to have 2 different versions of it. So again, grab Adafruit CAD parts on GitHub. Links are everywhere. All right, I think that's. I got a new keyboard. Do we talk about that?
I was going to skip this, but it looks like we had 20 more minutes. Continue on with prototyping.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Little coat hanger that PT was suggesting, since the Steamboat Willie is in public domain, so he's like, oh, that's sort of poke the hornet's nest with making some icons for a coat rack. You saw, I think it was Saturday Morning, is a company who makes like some Mickey themed coat racks, and was like, oh, let's just make some of those. So got the hat all modeled up. We're using the form sculptor inside of Fusion 360, so pretty happy with the way that the sculpt for this came out. So it's nice and organic, all bubbly. It's able to go in there and sculpt out the fingers, and then add the dual printed, I don't know what these are called on the gloves for cartoon characters, the little indentations of, I guess, like your
tendons,
I guess the tendons, yeah. But yeah, got a nice little form.
Yeah, that's very bubbly
on there.
Yeah. So the coat rack. Tell us about the coat rack. You didn't 3D print the coat rack, did you?
Yeah, no. So we're more IKEA hacks for this. So this is, I think it was like $24. You can get an IKEA, and it has these little, these
very
little
cute.
so you can attach to for like coats and backpacks. Of course, I want to add little icons on there. So I'll go ahead and dual extrude this guy as well. Just wanted to make sure that it fit on there. And yeah, nice bubbly sort of form for the sculpting inside of that. This little tip hat. We're laughing, thinking that it looks like that one cartoon. Was it the 90s? I think Duckman. Looks like the little hair and his little duck bill.
Yeah.
So we'll go in there and dual extrude these pieces as well. I think we're just going to make this like a snap fit. Can't really see it in the camera as much, but I did have a little bit of bleeding transitioning from the black to the white. So I want to make sure that that is nice and clean. So we'll probably have this as like a little snap-on part, so it won't be dual extruded.
No waste.
Yeah, no poop waste for that. It's just this goes on there. We have a little helm as well from Steamboat Willie. Should probably print this in like brown.
I like it black. It's black and white, so keep it black and white. Yeah.
Yep.
Super cool. I think this is really great, really cute. And here's the IKEA coat stand is what they call it. It's called the Alganas hat coat stand, $25.
Sounds funny.
There's some nice photos of it. It looks so weird, like to see with nothing on the tip. So it's just begging for like 3D printed add-ons, which is cool. Yeah. Oh, look at that! Look at that tech drawing. Isn't that great?
Oh, wow, yeah.
I love their tech drawing. They're always good stuff.
We were laughing. The only bad thing is things usually are discontinued. So hopefully this is out long enough to really
some of their get discontinued.
Yeah.
But I think this one's here to stay. By the way, let me see if the Snuda is back while I'm here.
Delivery what?
Currently limited to large orders, huh? Unavailable, no stock. These are still out of stock.
Dang it.
Sorry, folks. I
swear they were in stock. Same section that the coat rack was in, so I was looking all around for it.
When I was in store, I mean, they had a whole like what do you call it? Like a whole bin.
Everybody bought them.
All of them. Like, why did everybody buy them? It's weird. I might revisit this to work with the turntable. I'm talking about the turntable now. I might revisit it to work with a standard Lazy Susan bracket because like this is just, come on, guys.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm using my own 3D printed top anyway, so might as well.
I mean, there was a sensor that Lamar and Liz were working on that.
Yeah,
now
the Vindy.
they can't work on now because they discontinued it. So.
Yeah, they do have another one, but it's like it has a screen. It's a little bit different. Yeah, all other stuff is pretty good, but you know, some things. Of course, the one thing you want to like make a project for becomes out of stock. That's the problem with like making a project that is reliant on a product. It could always disappear.
Yeah.
But we're pretty good to like kind of rework it. I mean, we are with this fan, right? Like we can't get the 12-volt fan. We'll get a new fan and make a new project. All right, are we on to dinosaurs?
Yep. Moving on to this week's Community Makes with Timelapse Tuesday. Bill requested this super cute little T-Rex with a heart for Valentine's Day. It comes off, goes on. I think I did this as a time lapse before, so the only difference here is that it is now dual extruded. So inside the Bamboo Studio, I just colored every other rib as a different color, and then this little heart just slides into place like that and holds it up.
Yeah, Liz printed one in like 2015 or something. She said it was one of her first prints.
Oh, funny.
Yeah, isn't that funny?
Wait,
like,
is that one attached?
Yeah, it slots in to the heart.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's just a single extrude. It's cute though, you know, it's a cute print in place.
Yeah.
We were looking at it together and be like, remember when like cute little things like this were like amazing to print? I mean, they still are, but like it felt a little bit more magical. That it's
yeah, it's the only thing I can do for making it a little bit more different.
Yeah, is to give it some color. Cool. Yeah,
which we could have done back then anyway too.
Yeah, but now it's
nice little Valentine.
You know, more accessible, I think. So here is the model on.
Oops,
you're good.
There you go.
Oh, okay, the video. Yeah.
Yep, here's the video of them printing. I did 3. One is for the flush model, so it's what it's using as the color change model, so we're not having as much waste. And then the second one is for, I might print something, both the freaking kids want to fight over it, so I gotta print 3 of these dang things.
Yeah.
And it showed there what the timing was for it. I don't remember, but it wasn't too long to print all of these. 3 hours. And the weight standard settings, so nothing fancy. It's 0.2 millimeter layer height. The different colors for each rib. Super cute.
Very cute.
Nice little Valentines.
Let's check in on the free models on Thingiverse. This is a remix by Ethanmake, and the original is from Dr. Lex, which is like a very much made, downloaded model. It's almost like a benchy. Lots of makes actually on this one. So I'm not sure where PT saw it, but he must have saw it on Instagram or something. People printing it. Tons of makes. Cute model. Great for the kids. Kids love it. It's Dino with a heart. I think it was in Tinkercad. Looks like it.
Oh, the heart part.
Yeah.
Did you see Tinkercad added path drawing?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Gavin's really trying to design a little Pianosaurus.
Oh, that's cute. Very cute. Last week we had a time lapse of this articulated Kawaii cat.
Oh, I thought we were going to talk about it because the kids lost it. I don't know where it is to show it off.
That's fine. We have a video, and you can print it. This was like a little bit more detailed model, more colors and stuff. Takes advantage of the AMS.
Yes.
Multi-extruder, multi-color thing.
Nice little detail with having a heart at the tip of the tail. Super cool. The little paws, little nubbins. Super cute. Nice little detail on the hearts on the top.
Yep. I think you printed something from them before. I've seen their name, Salvadori, the artist here.
Probably.
Yeah.
It's a profile show.
And I wish
Oh
they
yeah,
had like a
I did it the
dedicated
same way. We're
make thing.
using a flush model to decrease the waste.
Yep. Oh, that's cute. Cute Kawaii cat. So there you go. Free model.
You
All
can
right.
check
And that's-
these and a bunch more models every Thursday for the blog post every single hour from like 1 in the morning all the way to I think 11 at night. It's a different cool 3D print that we saw for the week.
Hooray. I'm digging my audio reactive effects. Hello. Yeah. All right. Don't forget coupon code AdaHeart will get you 15% off your lovely products that you want to get from Adafruit. Good till next Friday, I think. Next Monday, something like that. Okay. I think we're ready to close the show out. I still can't hear out of this ear. Not 100%. Got a couple things here on Discord. Home Assistant link for voice is a new thing. You should check it out. I think that's it. Yeah, we're all to date. All right, let me run through the shows that are happening tonight. Starting off with Show and Tell with Mr. and Mrs. Lady Ada are back this week hosting starting at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Show and Tell. We invite you to come on Show and Tell. Come on the Adafruit Discord to get an invite link where you can share your projects or products. We always like to see folks that are in the maker market. And then Ask an Engineer, where Lamar and Phil will answer your questions at the end of the show. Starts at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Open source hardware news, breaking news about tariffs and more. AdaBox news, top secret, all sorts of goodies. Ion MPI. All tonight. And then tomorrow is JP's workshop. It starts at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. Tune in live to hang out with John and see what he's building. And then Friday is Deep Dive with either Tim, Foamy Guy, or Scott Shawcroft at 5 p.m. Eastern Time on Fridays. On Sundays is From the Desk of Lady Ada, streaming on Sundays. Sneak peek at what she's working on. Mondays are the CircuitPython weekly meeting where you can tune in on Discord or on YouTube after it's been posted to find out all the latest stuff that's going on in the core of CircuitPython. Tuesdays are JP's product pick of the week. We can get up to 50% off select items. Tune in at 4 p.m. Is that right?
Yes.
Or is it 2 p.m.?
2 p.m.
I forget. Sorry. There's a thing on Discord. I think it's like showtime. Does that still work? Yes. Yes, 4 p.m. Thanks, John. John's in the chat. All right. I think that's all the shows. Yeah. Oh, don't forget. Paul Cutler has returned with the CircuitPython Show podcast. So go to your favorite podcast app and subscribe for weekly episodes. All right. I think that's it. JP came when Lars alerted JP. That's hilarious. Yes. Who needs AI when you have Lars? Lars Assistant, LI. All right, folks. Thank you so much for tuning in. I think we'll be here next week.
Yes.
Everybody hopefully stays healthy and safe.
I keep getting messages from the teachers. Please keep your kid home if he's sick.
Oh,
getting us all.
Yeah, kids with toddlers and Kids in school. It's tough. You get sick every other month. All right, folks, that's going to do it for us. Thank you so much for watching. This has been a Native Free production. See you next week. But until then, remember to make a great day. We're way off. Bye, folks.